Just look at that. That is good enough right there. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're making pita bread. We're making it with water, not milk. There is a pita bread on the channel already. However, we are making a quick recipe because I need some pita bread. So let's show you how to do it. In here I have some warm water. And we're going to chuck in our sugar. And we're just going to give that a little mix round just to start off the dissolving process. Now it's not going to completely dissolve in here. We just want to get that sugar into the water before we chuck our yeast in there. Give that a little whiz in there, and then we're just going to wait to see if this blooms, and if it blooms we're on with the next stage. Okay, that is looking absolutely superb. Right, in here, this is my flours. Okay, I've got bread flour and all-purpose flour. Now I'm going in with salt. I'm just going to give that a mix. I'm going in with some olive oil. And we're going to add our water yeast mixture in there. And we're going straight on the mixer. We're not messing around. On we go. What a dough hook. We're using the stand mixer just for convenience, you know. We're not going to stand kneading this for 10 minutes. Low and slow. Only up to setting 2 for about 8 minutes. And just leave it. Okay, that's at about 6 minutes. Let's get that off there. So as you can see, it's sticky, but it's not sticking to my hand, so we want to take that off there. And we want a little bit of oil. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit of oil on my hands actually, and I'm going to drop a little bit in that bowl. That's our dough there, look, and it is quite sticky. Don't worry about it. And we're just going to dab the top with the oil. I'm going to dump that in there, and we're going to cover it. We are going to cover that with a plastic bag. And you got all these folks on here that copy everybody else with a shower cap. If you've got a shower cap, put it on. I'm going to cover it with a plastic bag. So that's pretty much simple. We're going to let that stand for about an hour till it doubles in size. There we go. It's been about an hour. It's been about 45 minutes actually. There you go. That's okay. Right, now what we're going to do is turn this out and we're going to divide it into 8 equal parts. Now I have a scale because I am going to weigh it so we get the same size pita breads when we make it. Normally I would just divide it up, but you know, it could be any size. So we're going to get a little bit of flour on here before we turn it out. Just a tiny bit. So let's just turn that out onto there. Like that. That came out okay. So we're going to give that a weigh in. And we've got 884. Now I have a box here and I am just going to put in the box when we weigh it out. Something like that. Right, now we need to start weighing. Okay, so these are all roughly the same. And what we're going to do is take them like that, fold in all the back, if you like, so it squashes in like that. And we got a ball. And we're going to put the ball in a box, because we're going to rise this up a second time. That's our dough in our box. We've only got 8, which is fine. And we're going to cover that and we're going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. So there we are, just leave it in there 30 minutes and then we can roll it out. We've had about 30 minutes on there. Let's get that out of there. And there you go, we've got these lovely dough balls ready to go. When you're making pita bread, you have to use a decent amount of flour. And the idea of the flour is to stop you squashing the bread when you roll it. Now we're going to get a flame on, and I'm using a non-stick frying pan. We're going to get a flame on, we're going to get it very low. We're going to control the heat on our pan. So we need to warm the pan up and then we're going to control the heat. Our dough on there. A little bit of flour, and we want to be rolling this to a decent pita size. Entirely up to you what shape you want it as well, actually. Okay, that's good enough for us, and then that's going to go in this pan. Now we just have to control the heat on this pan. We don't want it too hot, so all we're going to do is pick that up and slap it in there. Whilst that goes in there, we'll just quickly roll out another. Now some really puff up, others don't. We're still going to have a nice pita bread where you can still slice it open. So all we're trying to do is just judge when to actually flip the bread over to puff it up. So there you go, look, it's rising up, look. Look how beautiful that is. Give it a little press there and it will all rise up inside. Look at that. And we've got that puffed up pita bread. Just look at that. That is good enough right there. Out and cover. So in again. Just go in, give it a couple of seconds or so, and then we'll just turn it over and puff it up. It's very straightforward. Just don't squash your bread too much when you're rolling it out. So there we are. Just tip it back. Oh, a little bit of colour on that side actually. As you saw, that was just a little bit white. But where's our beautiful puffed up pita bread? It is very straightforward. So there's our wonderful, 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 super soft pita breads. Absolutely perfect. Smell gorgeous. Just look at those. Look how soft they are. Proper pita breads. Easy to make at home. Not a problem. So, do we cut one open? Of course we do. So just take your knife and straight in there. Oh, it's a bit hot this. So just bring your knife round. Not a problem. Same at that side. Now you don't want to go all the way through, because if you're stuffing it, you want it as a sandwich. That is our perfect pita. Just look in there. It's steaming a bit this actually, but not to worry. And then all you do is you stuff that in there with whatever you want and off you go. That's as easy as that. Perfect, perfect pitas. So let's just stuff a little bit of rocket in there just to lift it open so you can see. There you go. Perfect pita breads. Just look at that. Come on. Now, what does it taste like? I mean, come on. It's a super, super soft bread. We know what pita breads taste like. I've got some rocket in here. You know, let's come to the back and rip some off. We don't need to eat the rocket just yet. What does the bread taste like? Fantastic. You cannot beat homemade pita bread. No way. Got that little bit of rocket in there, look. Now normally you would put anything in, you know. You fill it up with hummus, shawarma, anything like that, doner. So fantastic. It really is fantastic. Look how soft these things are. These freeze very, very well. Bag them up, freeze them, take them out. Just give them a quick warming in the microwave. About 20 seconds and you've got a pita bread to go. Easy as that. Well, if you like what we're doing, don't forget a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video.